Hello everyone, welcome to JOHNSILIN'S tutorial. Last time we have saw types of pronoun and before that we have learned about types of pronoun. Our today's topic is types of verb. Okay, so what are types of verb? There are many types in verb, but among those there are two important types of verb. These two important types of verb are transitive verb and intransitive verb. So, in order to learn transitive and intransitive verbs, you'll need to know direct object and indirect object. So, let's see what is direct and indirect object. See, in direct object, the receiver of the action expressed by the verb. Again, the receiver of the action expressed by the verb. So it answers the question of what or whom. Okay. So see, let's see the example. He brought an umbrella. He bought an umbrella. Okay. So here, what is the verb? Bought is a verb in this sentence. Okay. Now, you all have to ask question. Bought what? Bought umbrella. Okay. So it's a direct object. Okay. So see, again let's go to the explanation, I mean the definition. The receiver of the action expressed by the verb. Okay. So this is a verb and it directs to the object. Okay. What is the object? Umbrella. Okay. So this is a direct verb. Fine. Now let's see the example of indirect verb. See, in indirect object, what happens is the receiver of the direct object. So it's a receiver of the direct object. Here is expressed. See, the receiver of the action, the receiver of the action is expressed by the verb. Here, the receiver of the direct object. Okay, so tells to whom, what, or for whom the action is performed. Okay, again, see, remember these. Tells to whom or what or for whom what the action is performed. Okay, so let's go for the example. He bought me an umbrella. He bought me an umbrella. Here, see, he bought an umbrella. He bought for whom we don't know. Okay, it's said directly. See here, he bought me an umbrella. Here, he bought the umbrella to whom? He bought the umbrella to me. For me, he bought the umbrella. Okay, so me becomes the indirect object. And which is the direct object? Direct object remains the same. That is umbrella. And bought will be your verb. So here you will ask the question like, bought an umbrella for whom? Okay, see, bought an umbrella for whom? Like this, you all can ask the question. Okay, now let's go forward. Now, what we have seen is the direct and indirect objects, the difference between them. We have learned this. Okay, now let's go for more clear explanation. See, subject plus verb plus indirect object plus direct object. So see here, Sam made Sophie a doll. Sam made Sophie a doll. Okay, so here Sam will be a subject. We are talking about Sam, so it will be our subject. Made is a verb. Which is the indirect object? Indirect object is Sophie. Okay, because she is receiving the action that is expressed by the verb. Okay, so Sophie will be our indirect. A doll's house will be direct object. A doll's house will be direct object. The next example, Sam made a doll house for Sophie. Sam made a dollhouse for Sophie. So Sam will be your subject, made will be your direct, the verb, and then a doll's house will be your direct object. For Sophie will be a indirect. I gave Tony the empty baskets. I will be your subject, gave will be verb, Tony direct object, the empty baskets will be indirect object. So same thing, just keep in mind indirect objects are not always present in a sentence with a direct object. Same, Sam made Sophie a doll house. So here the Sophie will get cut in. Sam made a doll house. Okay. Phrase and clauses can be direct objects. A sentence can have multiple direct and indirect objects. So see, further we are going to see transitive versus intransitive verbs. Let's see. Transitive versus I hope you all got what is direct and indirect object, because with that identification we are going to learn about the transitive and intransitive verb. So see, what is transitive verb? A transitive verb is a verb that uses a direct object which shows who or what receives the action in a sentence. Again, a transitive verb is a verb that uses direct object. Okay, that uses direct object which shows who or what receives the action in a sentence. Let's go for the example. She gives a gift. So gives is a transitive verb and gift is a direct object. She gives a gift. She gives a gift to whom we don't know. Okay, so it becomes a direct object. So see, gives will be your transitive verb. It's an action like a verb, so it will be a transitive verb. And gift is a direct object. What is being given? Gift is being given. Always ask the questions that I have explained you in the beginning during the time of direct object. Okay, so always ask the questions. Let's see the example of transitive verb. A verb that takes a direct object. Always remember, what is transitive verb? A verb that takes direct object. Okay. So see, we'll go for example 1. She played a piano. She played the piano. Okay. So here played will be your transitive verb. Played will be your transitive verb. And the piano. Here piano will be your the direct object. Okay. So played will be your transitive verb and the piano will be your direct object. Okay. Let's go for the second example. Liam will release 5 seals. Liam will release 5 seals. Here, what is your subject, Liam? Your transitive verb here will be will release. Do not forget will release. And then 5 seals, your direct object. Okay. So the action of a transitive verb transitions through the verb to an object to complete the meaning. Let's see. All the toys opened their eyes as the clock struck midnight. All the toys opened their eyes as the clock struck midnight. Okay, so opened what? Opened their eyes. Stuck what? A midnight. You all should always ask questions for this. So remember, whatever the question we have to ask, whether it is what or whether we are using whom, make sure that you use a correct WH question. Okay. So see, a direct object does not have to be something tangible. If it answers the question what or whom in relation to the verb, then it is a direct object. Let's read this once again. A direct object does not have to be something if it, tangible if it answers the question what or whom in relation to a verb, then it is a direct object. Okay, see, then it's a direct object. Midnight is intangible, but it's a perfectly good direct object for the verb to strike. Let's go. I hope you all have understood the transitive verb. Quite simple it was. Ask the question of what or whom, you will get the answer. But always remember the direct object does not have to be something tangible. If it answers the question of what or whom in relation to that particular verb, then it's a direct object. Okay. Let's move further. That is intransitive verb. What is an intransitive verb? An intransitive verb is a verb, type of verb that does not take a direct object. In other words, it does not need a noun to receive the action. See, in simple words, I can say it does not need a subject to receive that particular action. Let's see more in detail what is an intransitive verb. See, a verb that does not require a direct object. Intransitive verb, simple. It does not require a direct object like the transitive verb. He grew like a weed. He grew like a weed. So here, what is your verb? Grew. Weed, it's not a direct object. Okay, it's an indirect object. You'll have to identify the verb. What's the verb? Grew. Okay. See, how to identify intransitive verb. Babies grow quickly in the first year. Babies grow quickly in the first year. Okay, so grow. Grow will be your action verb. Okay, and quickly is an adverb as we all know. And then first year, it's a prepositional phrase. Just keep in mind the action verb. No need to keep in mind the adverb or no need to keep in mind the prepositional phrase at all. Adverb is also okay, but no need to keep this in mind for now. Okay, your grow will be action verb. So there is no direct object that is receiving the action grow. Okay, is there any direct object that is receiving the action verb? No. So it's an indirect object. Okay, so indirect objects will be your intransitive verb. See, it's written here. It is no direct, or there is no direct object receiving the action grow. So it is an intransitive verb. Okay, so always remember the in a sentence, if the direct object is not receiving the action, it will be your intransitive verb. Remember. Let's move further. Let's look at the example to determine if there is an intransitive verb. Okay. Babies grow quickly in the first year like the above one. He threw a doll at my head. Let's go for the explanation. See, in the first sentence, the action verb is grow. Yes, babies grow, you know, yeah. So, grow will be your verb. Following the verb, we have an adverb quickly and then the prepositional phrase which I told you is not important for this topic. Okay, so grow is your verb and quickly will be your adverb. So there is no direct object receiving the action grow. Therefore, grow is an intransitive verb as explained before. So in the second sentence, the action verb is throw. See, um, he threw a toy at my head. Yeah. So in the second sentence, the action verb is throw. Immediately following the verb is a toy. Toy is a noun and a is a determiner. You all know the determiner, I hope. Yeah. So a will be the determiner. Okay. So see, your throw will be your verb. Immediately following the verb is a toy. Okay, toy is a noun and a is a determiner. Okay, so see, the toy is being thrown. It is receiving the action. Understood? The toy is being thrown. So it is receiving that particular action. Because it's receiving the action, toy is the direct object which makes the through a transitive verb. Okay. So see, now further we'll see the explanation which is done above is a conclusion here. Transitive verb versus intransitive verb. Okay. So see, it always has a object or indirect object. Direct or indirect object. Okay. So transitive verb, it always has a direct or indirect object. And in intransitive verb, it never has a direct or indirect object. Remember, intransitive verb does not have direct or indirect object. So y'all can, if y'all want, y'all can just take a screenshot of this if y'all need it. Because see, transitive and intransitive verb, I have found many kids finding difficulty in identifying it. Y'all need not to keep learning or need not to just keep on by hearting the things, I mean the definitions or the examples or anything. The only thing will help you is understanding. Understanding grammar, understanding that definition with the examples are very important. So, in order to understand it well, you'll have to first listen and understand the concept which is used in that particular sentences or in that particular definitions. Okay. See, here is a kind of examples which will help you all to identify. See, here the verb is speak. Okay, so you'll have to make transitive and intransitive sentence from that. Okay, so speak. I would like to speak with you. Transitive verb. Intransitive, let's speak. Okay, next one is read. We are reading your new book. Okay, intransitive, we are reading. Quite simple. You all can even see the difference. Yeah, cancel. It cancelled the reservation. It cancelled. Okay, agree. I agree with you. I agree. Count. We count on our assistants. That counts. Okay. So y'all can even see the difference between these two sentences. These sentences are given. See, y'all will also know the subject. Y'all will also know the verb and the direct object. Okay. And y'all can also ask the questions. Y'all will get the answer in the sentence itself. In the other case, it's quite simple. Given in 2 or 3 words, it will not answer your WH questions. Okay. I hope you all have understood the direct and indirect object, transitive and intransitive verb, the difference between both, and how to make the sentences with the help of the direct and indirect objects. Okay. So if you all have any doubts, you all can put it on the comment box. Please do like, comment, share and subscribe. Do not forget to share it with your friends who mostly need and find difficult in the grammar topics. Okay. Thank you.